watching this video, it is because you have been called to learn more about your lunar feminine energy, what lunar feminine energy is, and also learn more about my 11 to 13 week program, Lunar Feminine Freedom, and what that would look like if you were to be a part of it. So I have recently been doing lunar feminine activation calls, as some of you may know. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. But if you don't know, I have been doing lunar feminine activation calls absolutely free for the past few weeks. And we're nearing the end of like my availability and just really my capacity for calls that I can take and the energy that I have to hold space for women. So I have decided to go ahead and make a video letting you guys know the outline of Lunar Feminine Freedom and also what Lunar Feminine energy even is, why it's even important for you to tap into, and what that would do for your life if you were to activate it. So this is what this video is going to be about. So first things first, Lunar Feminine Freedom is an 11 to 13 week program that is teaching women how to gain the confidence and clarity to step into their spiritual and psychic gifts, their feminine intuition, and walk in that energy so that they can be fully resourced in their income, in their relationships, and in their bodies, so that you can live a softer lifestyle. So lunar feminine energy, okay? I talk about lunar feminine energy in my book, but in this program, I'm really going to be breaking down what you need to do and why this is important for you to activate within yourself, because the current collective energy frequency for lunar feminine energy, okay, which is something that I've coined for the elemental aspects of the feminine. Okay, the elemental aspects of the feminine: water, fire, earth, air, ether. Okay, all of them can be embodied in a certain way through our feminine energy, because feminine energy represents the primordial force of creation. And the primordial force of creation is linked to my spirit animal and also the logo that I've been using for a few years now on my channel, which is the dragon. And the dragon represents all of creation. It rules all elements. There is no one element of the dragon, although we tend to think of fire when we think of the dragon. There are water dragons, there are air dragons, there are earth dragons, there are polarity dragons of this dark and light energy. So really what we're diving into in the lunar feminine is the aspect of the element of water. And water is really important for us to cultivate and understand when living here on earth, because we live on a sacred planet, meaning this earth is predominantly ruled by water. It is not ruled by any other element. We think that it's mostly earth because we call it earth, but earth is living on water. Without water, it's like it wouldn't make the planet what it is. So with that being said, this is the predominant elemental force. It's the force that gave birth to earth. And I know I talk about earth a lot as being the primary planetary influence for feminine energy, and that it's actually not Venus, it is earth. Water comes even before that, okay? Because water gave birth to earth. The moon is the grandmother of the earth. She birthed daughter earth into existence. And so with this understanding, there's a specific energetic way of being as a woman that has been lost in colonialization, in just really the conditioning and the programming of Afro-Indigenous people of the planet and people all over the world, right? Colonialization and this programming that the modern day matrix has influenced on on everyone. The main thing that has kept people from really tapping into their full power has been reclaiming the ancient divine understanding of what it means to be a woman and how to tap into the emotional, subconscious, soul realm and feel empowered in that energy. Right now, all people are living in a way to where they do not feel empowered. They do not feel like this way of living, right, and being embodied and sovereign in your soul energy is something that is worthy of being resourced, is something that is energetically aligned with riches, with wealth, with love. They're not connected to that at all. They're actually trapped, right? And this is where I get into talking about trapped souls and people who are intentionally kept from this activation, which is pretty much everyone, unless you were born into it and raised, and even then there's still a lot of activating that needs to be done. And so this is the lunar feminine activation. This is you coming into your soul sovereignty, your sacred soul sovereignty in your finances, in your love life, in your well-being, in your life purpose. This is what this is about. And so that is in essence what happens when you come into your lunar feminine activation. Your soul gets to lead, be in leadership, and actually align you with the true way that you are supposed to be being and operating in this lifetime as a woman. And what that does for the collective, what that does for the planet, is it calibrates every single living person on this planet to the higher order truth of our nature, to the higher order truth of understanding that soul does get to be resourced, soul does get to be prioritized. Who you are at your core gets to come out into the light and be seen and respected and uplifted and upheld. And right now, everyone, it's almost like everyone, especially women that I have been getting on calls with, it's like there's this sacred, spiritual, intuitive, magical part of you that you still don't feel fully confident in being acknowledged for, being respected for, and creating a paradigm in your life that says goodbye to all of the lower ways of being, all of the lower frequencies that keep attaching itself onto you. And I know for a lot of you, like, it's just been the way that you've lived your entire life. I know, right, when you come up in a certain environment, that vibration sticks, but this is the time to fully release that and come into your true being. A lot of what I am going to be teaching you ladies is based off of what I have experienced in my own life, and how when I was, younger and kind of just in the energy of the world, of the matrix, all of the mistakes that I made, all of the things that kept me in relationships with men that wanted me to chase them or caused me to devalue myself and be disrespected, and not feeling like I was unlovable, feeling unattractive, all of these things around my relationships. This is what I'm going to be really delving deep into this program, right? To the point where now I can literally see the energetic shifts that I made that got me to the point where I was able to feel beautiful, feel attractive, magnetic. It's so crazy because I am always thinking about my beauty. I'm always thinking about my well-being, my emotional health, my mental health, how I can remain and stay in a good energy. And people who haven't been through what I've been through look at me and they're like, she's being ridiculous. Like, you don't need to focus on all of that. You're fine. And the thing is like, I don't wait till I'm not fine to focus on myself being fine. I don't wait till I let myself go to start making sure that I'm taking care of myself. I don't wait. I don't wait. I do it now because I've been there already. I know what that pain and that frustration looks like. And so at this point in my life, because I remain in that frequency, I've been able to call in much higher caliber quality of relationships in my life and with men. I've been able to create this deep love and satisfaction with myself, with my body, with my experience in being me. I've been able to feel magnetic and attractive and powerful in my feminine energy. And with that, I've also been able to call in thousands and thousands of dollars just for being who I am, and not necessarily having to go outside of what I really truly want to embrace and embody for myself. But I know exactly who that is at this point. And in that, I've also been able to really understand what my body is communicating to me when my body is communicating with me, because I have mastered this realm of the subconscious emotional body, and I understand the language of intuition. I understand the language of the feminine, the language of femininity. And this is what I am wanting to enlighten those of you who are called. Okay, this is what I want to enlighten you to. And I know the world is craving this right now. And if anyone get their hands on it, let it be a woman who is spiritual like me, Afro-Indigenous like me, melanated like me, gifted like me. Let it be those women. Because right now, women who are just like me, many of you are still caught up in emotional drama, right? And blockages and, gaps where you're just like, I just don't know what it is, but it's something that I know I'm supposed to be doing. It's some gap. You can feel it. It causes this feeling inside of you where you're not fully complete and you're not fully embodied. And so this is where I come in, okay? And this is where I help you to activate your lunar feminine energy. This is where you get to become free within your lunar feminine nature, your ancient feminine nature. So what coming into lunar feminine freedom looks like, and what the process would be like for you if you decide to put in an application and join, because this is my sacred invitation to you to say yes to yourself, apply, see if you would be a good fit, and if I would be a good fit to even be your guide. But 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this video, I am. What the process looks like is we would first go through, okay, who you are at your core soul level. Who you are, what makes up you, the energetics of you. We're going to be delving into your past to see all of the things that have come up that have been giving you breadcrumbs and nudges into that realization and claiming of who you actually are. We're going to be going into your lunar nakshatras. We're going to be going deep into the moon, right? Past life and present tense, right? And what you also need, right? So all of your needs, all of your subconscious desires and things that make up who you are and your spiritual gifts here as a woman. I've been doing a lot of videos recently telling you guys about the real value of being a woman is not in the things that you do, but it's in the claiming of who you energetically are and actually embodying that, okay? So that is the real value of femininity, of womanhood. And when you can step into that knowing and clarity and confidence of who you are, what your spiritual gifts are, and what you actually bring to impact this world and yourself, then you can feel like you automatically understand, right, that you don't bring anything physically to the table, when you are engaging with men, when you are engaging with the world, you no longer feel like you need to overcompensate and do all this extra stuff in masculine ways. And you naturally feel this peace within you that will magnetize, right? Will start to magnetize the right opportunities, okay? The right people, the right suitors, right? The right relationships. This is your gateway and your portal to overflow and to abundance, okay? This is the currency. This is the waters that is flowing through your moon that you've probably been sleeping on, just because nobody's ever done anything like this before. And this is actually the leading edge, program on this particular subject. Nobody else is talking about this. And these are codes that literally have just come to me from my own experience and from my connection to nature and the universe. So I really am so excited to share this with you guys. I feel like I will be doing you all a disservice if I didn't be clear with you, okay, about what you will experience coming into this program. The next thing that we'll be going through, right, is we're going to be seeing exactly what that person is, right? Who that person is, who this woman is, who she is, what are her spiritual gifts, what are the things that make her her, and what is this energetic superpower she's bringing into the world. Then we take this awareness and we package it in a way to where you are cultivating a new relationship with yourself. So this is you having a newfound relationship with you. And in that, you transform every other relationship around you. So we're going to be going into your relationship with business and income and finances and money. We're going to be going into your relationship with men and your intimate relationships and how to activate dark masculinity so that you feel protected and provided for and safe around masculine energy again. We're going to be going into how this energy moves through your body, okay, and how you maintain your well-being from your lunar feminine activation. And all of this is going to be through understanding this way of being that you're supposed to be operating with yourself, okay? So I'm going to be going through and using a ton of modalities that I have learned along my journey that are going to help you to achieve this. And in that, we're also going to be cultivating your own 4-figure experience that you take people through. So when I say 4-figure experience, I mean every woman on the planet has a feminine gift, right? A level of intuition and receptivity that she can tap into, that when she has the confidence and clarity in, number one, what that even is and how to show up in that, you can begin to call people into your energy field that want to pay you large amounts of money, and you feel absolutely no guilt, no shame, no, oh my gosh, I'm an imposter, who am I, people can't afford, like all of the things that you've been telling yourself that maybe you know, maybe you don't know, that have been blocking you from your overflow and abundance is going to be cleared out of the way. And a lot of the things that I'm going to be teaching you is what I have applied into my own life, okay? And it's allowed me to literally transform my financial situation, my relationship situation, and heal my body at lightning speed, okay? So these are things that absolutely, I believe, if you apply and are present and listen to the guidance that I give you, you will be able to achieve these same results as well. So the next process that we're going to be going through, this is the third process, is we are going to be creating a solid container for you to be aware of your transformation and how to keep your transformation. All right, so that what I'm teaching you in this program can last you a lifetime and not just as long as as long as it goes for, and then you're going back into that old frequency and that old paradigm. it really saddens me when I see women that I work with. We go through, big transformations or realize these big things, and then, they're kind of reverting back into their old nature, and, things are kind of slowing down. Really, it's this like slowing down process. And I want to eliminate that. I want to catapult you into your desired reality in the next 3 to 6 months. And the only way that you're going to do that is if you know how to create a solid container. So the third process is us making sure that you have the foundational tools that are going to help you maintain your transformation and spike your intuition to where you don't keep feeling like you need to go get a tarot reader to help you figure stuff out. You don't feel like you keep needing. You already have the tools. You already know what your subconscious and your soul is wanting and how it's communicating with you. And honestly, once you take this program, you really won't ever need to have another tarot reading again, because this energy that I'm teaching you, you can just literally read the energy of your reality of what's going on, and you already know what's up. Okay, so I've done hundreds of readings for at least over, what has it, like over 6 years now, and I've learned a lot since then. Really, we don't need these cards, we don't need these divinations. It is all energy. So I'm going to really be teaching you guys how to create that solid container through mastering your energetic body and your emotional body. Okay, this is the fourth process that I'm going to bring you all through. And, well, if you decide to be a part of the program, the fourth process is, and this is one of the most important things, is we're going to be going through an ancestral karma clearing. So this is all of the things, okay, that is within your DNA that we're going to be recoding and decoding so that you can end any patterns that are within your family line of resistance towards money, resistance towards love, resistance towards well-being. And I know this was a really big one for me because I repeated a lot of things that happened in my mom's life, like literally like the same things happened again for me in my reality that happened with my mom, right? Even physical illnesses, like it was like a pattern that I saw, like my brothers and my mom and my grandfather and all of these people in my family had this physical illness, and I'm like, okay, there's something here. So what we're going to do is we're really going to be diving deep into your ancestral karma, what it is within your bloodline that is continuing out certain patterns and certain realities for you, and how to actually shift that into the gift. Because within every bloodline, there is a gift, there is a superpower, there is a magic. And when you can see, right, and go into the actual patterns, we can clear that out and actually shift you into the gift. So what is it that is your divine gift? We're going to be activating that within your DNA so that you don't have to ever go through this ever again, but your children and your children's children and the next 7 generations don't ever have to go through this again. They deserve their own set of issues, right? They deserve their own set of, challenges so that we can continue to evolve. This is what life is about. This is the lunar feminine activation. It is about evolving, okay, and growing out of what you have been in. But it's like not just growing, but when you evolve, you literally adapt new traits, new things. You become stronger, wiser, more abundant. Everything just gets better for you. And so that, in essence, is the process, the 4-pillar process of what I'm going to be bringing you ladies through. When you decide to say yes, put in your application, book a Lunar Feminine activation call with me if you choose to get on a call. I'm currently opening the door to you being able to apply without necessarily getting on a call. If getting on a call isn't your thing and you're kind of like, I already know I want to do the program, I don't need to get on the phone with you, that is an option. So that's the 4-pillar process. And essentially, if you feel like everything that I just said is something that can absolutely help you and benefit you with where you are at right now in your life, then I need you to keep listening, because this is what the actual onboarding process would look like. Okay, so say you opt into the email sequence down below, or you decide to book a call, right? And in the opting in of the email sequence, you send me an email. Let me know that you are 1000% interested and want to get started with the program. Or you book a call and we get into the call and you're like, yeah, I want to do the program. What would happen is one out of two things, okay? I have a few bonuses, okay, that are involved with coming into the program. I'll talk about the bonuses after I get done with this part. So what the first few things that would happen would be, number one, we would get you scheduled onto a 90-day quantum leap call. Okay, your 90-day quantum leap call is the call where I go in and I see exactly where you are at in your feminine embodiment journey. And I am going to tell you and show you exactly the steps that you need to take so that you can see rapid transformational results in the next 30 to 60, in the next 90 days. I was about to say 30 to 60 days. I guess that's the actual time frame for whoever's watching this, but it's 90 days. Okay, so within the next 3 months, this is your quantum leap. This is not something that you're gonna come into and, oh, this is gonna take forever. No, this is something you're gonna come into, and within the next 90 days, you're gonna see that quantum leap. This is what I guarantee. Okay, this is what I can guarantee, because I know I'm gonna help you with it. And if you show up and you're present and you apply what I teach you, then you're gonna get there. Now, I can't speak for those who don't show up and don't do anything. But for those of you who are committed and know that you are committed to your evolvement and transformation and your lunar feminine activation, then yes, that is what I can guarantee you. So we get on we schedule your 90-day quantum leap call. Boom. Once that's scheduled, you will get access to my private Facebook group community for Lunar Feminine Freedom, where there are other like-minded women who are on the same journey as you, looking to achieve the same things as you. So I know sisterhood and having the support of women is like, I wouldn't say it's rare, but having that authentic, accountable sisterhood, that goddesshood, that's what I'm gonna say. That goddesshood, not necessarily the sisterhood, but that goddesshood, where you have other goddesses present, receptive, and on the same path as you, there to support you, that is kind of priceless. So that is the second thing that you will get access to. We'll have you into the private Facebook group community. So this, I'm losing my train of thought now. So then, okay, as we near the beginning of the program, this is where you will get access to the portal, okay, well, where you will be getting access to weekly module trainings, where we're going to be going into the 4 pillars that I mentioned to you earlier. So step by step, the process is, right? You will be learning all of the things through the portal modules that you'll be receiving every week. And every week, we will also have a group coaching activation call where all of the women will come together and get access to group coaching. Now, one thing that is also included in this, right, is you will get access to 3 one-on-one calls with me throughout the program. So 1 at the beginning, 1 in the middle, 1 at near the end. so that we can connect, follow up, and you have that personal time with me outside of the group coaching, right? Where other women are kind of there and present to get the support that you need. So this is all that is encompassed within this program, everything that you will receive. And at this point, right, it's just up to you now. Really, it's up to you to make a decision on whether or not this is something that is important to you. This is something that you are committed to. This is something that you know that you are, not getting any results with. Really, I wouldn't say any results, but on your own, right? It's been a bit of a struggle, and you know that you need a guide. You know that you could benefit from a coach. Why are you not saying yes to yourself? Like, just say yes to yourself. I know for some of you it'll be easy. For some of you it's a little hard. So with that being said, right, you reach out to me via email or you book a call. What will happen, right, within those 24 hours of us connecting, you get the chance to get access to some of the bonuses, okay? Now the bonuses include: one, you get access to a private embodied abundance session with me. Okay, so this private embodied abundance session will be something we book before we book your 90-day quantum leap call. And in that session, we're going to be going through the ways that your body specifically receives abundance, what your blockages are energetically for your body receiving abundance, and how we can catapult you into receiving more energy. So that way we're doing a lot of energy clearing before you even come into the program. The second bonus is that you will get unlimited spot coaching with me via Voxer. So that way, if you have any questions, if anything comes up and you need support, you won't have to wait until we get on a group coaching call or our one-on-one in order to get any of those questions hashed out or anything like that. So those are a couple of the bonuses that you receive within 24 hours, right? If you decide to say yes and enroll and be a part of Lunar Feminine Freedom. Now, there are other bonuses and there are other things that I'm offering to you. If this 1000% sounds like it is for you, you feel like this is what you need, this is what you've been waiting for, you're ready to step into feminine riches, feminine overflow, and be resourced for your soul and your spiritual gifts, then I advise you to book a call or apply now through the links that I have below. So you can either opt into the email sequence or book a call with me. And if you decide not to book a call, I will have an application process for you to go through. Just make sure you email me once you receive that first email from the email sequence. Reply to the email and I will get back to you with the application. So with that being said, I absolutely just want to thank you for watching this video, for staying tuned until the end, and I am excited to see all of the women who say yes to being a part of this Lunar Feminine activation movement and just embrace the truth of how rich and radiant and overflowing with abundance you are meant to be. Okay, my loves, I am going to talk to you very, very soon, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace.